Ukraine's allies have made comments expressing reservations and concerns about the ongoing war. And to top that, Zelensky has had to cancel the November peace summit. As per reports, Daria Zarivna, senior presidential aide to the Ukrainian president Volodymyr Zelensky, told the media on Tuesday that the second peace summit will not take place in November. You see, this is a massive blow for Ukraine. Not just that, as per experts, Ukraine's ambitious Kursk offensive in August was carried out with the aim of using captured Russian territory as a bargaining chip for the November summit. Not only is the summit not taking place, Ukraine's Kursk offensive has largely been viewed by analysts as a failure, with Russia not only managing to withhold Ukraine's offensive, but also managing to regain a significant share of the territory, while simultaneously capturing large parts of Ukrainian territory in the east that many experts are viewing to be on the cusp of crumbling to Russian advances. In fact, the Russian Defense Ministry on Tuesday claimed its forces have captured Ukrainian villages of Zolota Neva and Zoryane Pershe in Donetsk region, putting further pressure on the Ukrainian army. The villages reportedly lie to the north and to the south of the town of Korakhove. As per reports, one of the focal points of military activity on the Eastern Front. And on the other hand, Zelensky said that Ukraine is maintaining pressure against Russian troops in the Kursk region. Listen in.
The fighting in the Kursk region is now in its third month already, and we are maintaining the necessary pressure on Russia in this area.
This, by the way, is just one part of the story. Like we said, the U.S. is yet to make up its mind on allowing Kiev to use long-range weapons. On Saturday, the White House has reportedly announced that Biden would not be meeting Zelensky in Germany. That's also happened. As per reports, Zelensky was set to bring up that issue, and Biden reportedly has cancelled all of his travel plans due to the impact of Hurricane Milton in Florida. And it is not clear when the two leaders will be meeting next. And this is crucial, because several leaders have voiced concerns and reservation about Ukraine in regard to the war against Russia. As recently as Tuesday, the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban at a news conference in France reportedly said that Ukraine cannot win the war with Russia on the battlefield. His comment comes days after the Serbian president Alexander Vučić reportedly in an interview said that the Ukraine conflict is slipping away from US control and could now come back to them like a boomerang. Serbia, although not a member of NATO, has expressed support for Ukraine in the ongoing war with Russia. In the past, even the United Nations 2 weeks ago said that it cannot afford to support Ukraine for the upcoming winter. In fact, even citizens in European countries are putting pressure domestically on their leaders to stop supporting Ukraine. Just last week, thousands of people took to the streets of Berlin to protest against arms deliveries to Ukraine, expressing concern about a possible nuclear escalation. Germany, as per reports, is one of the biggest donors to Ukraine, sending tanks, air defense, artillery systems, as well as other weapons to Kiev. Even in France, there were similar such protests in Paris by citizens earlier this year over French President Emmanuel Macron's proposal to send troops to Ukraine. And now, with the peace summit not taking place in November, it is becoming increasingly clear that the time for Ukraine is running out. And the weeks and months ahead look extremely challenging for Volodymyr Zelensky.
All right, moving to the Russia-Ukraine war, the tide seemed to be shifting in Moscow's favor. Ukraine's military admitted that it could lose yet another frontline city in the eastern part of the country. Zelensky is urging his troops to do everything in their disposal to stop the Russian forces. Here's the latest from the battlefield.
The enemy is at the door. Ukrainians are fearing